No, get there before the thing runs out. No! God damn it.
Right, here goes!
I'm the true gunslinger around here. Magic is it? Here, let me help.
Lightning Wyvern! This should do it!
Here's the illuminator support. Here, let me help.
Eat dirt!
First aid. Sweet dreams.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Lightning Wyvern!
Into the shadows. Lightning Astral energy.
Say no more! Rising Wyvern! You're mine!
Light astral energy. I'm only getting started.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Prepare to be freed. In a bind.
Finish it!
Go for it.
Prepare to crumble.
Cyan instant.
You picked the wrong fight!
Make it open.
Easy.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
I feel sprightlier than before.
No choice! I see what
They're watch for their ranged attack.
No more playing nice.
Hey, what the fuck? Oh, she almost dead.
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open.
Be my guest!
In a
It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire.
True.
Here, let me help. Not on my watch. Eat raging cascade. Where are you going? Hard level. Magic is there.
This one's mine!
I'll heal you all. Hurricane first. Healing soul.
You're mine!
Raging storm. Celestial. This one's got your name on it.
ashes to ashes.
Heal you all. Oh, violent garden wind. It's here. Let me help.
Smash you! My shield!
Fucking missed.
Vanquish.
This.
Gemini Aqua.
Be still!
Divine. Now for something by that power of water.
That divine laser weapon, or ability is pretty good.
Winds of heaven. First force.
Sonic thrust!
Sleep now. Healing field. Take the wall.
You picked the wrong fight!
Come forth and heal its purity. If it's in the sky, come on. Do it. Dion. Astral energy. Full throttle. Oh, violent.
That might be my favorite ability in the game. That like shotgun thing.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
What's this? 2160 gold. Uh-oh. That's a teleporter. Was there a thing to... Fuck it, let's just go. Are we trapped in a prison? That's my guess.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Aren't you a sovereign too?
Yes! It opened!
Interesting.
Oh.
If Alphen's presence still opens the way, It would seem the sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
What is that, like old astral energy?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
Oh.
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
Is his audio
No
like
choice.
blown out?
Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it.
The audio
How could I
seems
say
weird.
no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that?
I wonder if this was recorded
It's
like
not like I have any choice in the matter anyway.
in a closet.
So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you
Jesus.
are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What did everyone
What the hell
experience that?
just happened?
Oh,
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
yes.
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yes, she said that.
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion.
Oh, thanks, Tux.
I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness
Sorry for
exactly?
butchering your name.
It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless...
Dark Arrow,
Could
stop
this be the
shit
Red
posting.
Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too, if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion,
Oh, there's a
no
boss
telling
fight.
what could happen in here.
There's a boss fight. Before we go in here, I do want to see if I can change his attire into something red. He doesn't have any red attire. Dumb. Dumb. That's like the closest to it. Yeah, we'll just keep this. All right, let's see what the boss is. It's probably going to be the red lady, right? She's going to just teleport. Who the fuck is this?
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
Oh, right. The red lady, like, touched her.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Oh, shit. She's got a master core. Oh, shit. She's summoning a thing from another world. Oh, shit. It's like a giant... Oh, that's just an alien.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when...
We can talk later. Here it comes!
What are we even fighting? Tormented limbs? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I've never known Faria to control Zoodles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
What the? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the two.
What is light?
Then we get some answers.
Denied!
Show thy mystic not today.
Falling storm!
Oh, that looks sick.
Tiger blade!
First, tunnel!
Piercing
Magic advance!
In the sky is on!
The tempest engulfs you!
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Good.
That was a fucking one shot.
Ready and ready. I'll smash you.
First aid! Lightning! The water's magic advance! In here!
Prepare to be
Water
seized.
stockpile!
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
Maelstrom! I can do this
This
all
guy
day!
sucks.
Arc steel!
Down!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Flaming meteor!
Elusive
Shield!
Denied!
I never miss! More for the stockpile!
Going in! Hurricane
Anything you offer is all no more plain night!
Blood.
Man, she hits this thing hits fucking hard.
Take this!
Radiant
The flaming meteor!
Graviton field!
This one is mine!
Enemies immobilized!
negative gate.
Where are you going? Friend! A Chain between heaven and earth.
Rending you apart.
Oh, shit. Look at those sick dubs. Incredible dodge.
Freezing storm.
What?
Captivity. Lion Howl. Igneous down on the ground. Rotating pile driver.
A whirling struggle.
Eagle ray.
Winds of heaven. First form. Reload. I'm out of ammo.
Elusive
I'll
deity.
be safe.
Rotating pile driver. In a vine.
If it's in the sky, come on.
Look sharp.
Ha, do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. Breath of life. Heal my
I never miss. Raging storm. More lunar blast.
piercing
Celestial hammer. Ice freezing.
flaming meteor.
Man, she's popping off.
Save you.
Lunar
Eat dirt.
Light astral power. I won't give up.
I couldn't make it in time.
Oh,
Being interrupted.
what the fuck? It's getting bad, chat.
What was I thinking? Far beyond the darkest sky. I call upon thee.
Incantation ruined.
Shooting star.
There we go. There's some damage.
In a vine.
Safe. Far enough. Divine streak.
Dude, Dohalim just getting fucking worse.
Inferno. Healing circle.
Appreciate
I'll bring
the
you
help.
back from death's abyss. Shooting star. Dance in the wind. Sleep now. I'll be saving this one.
Motherfucker just ran out of my shooting star.
Where is the stockpile?
This one's all mine.
Can we break this goddamn thing?
Where are you going? In here. I'll be saving this one.
Shattering
Healing
We're interrupted.
on the ground.
There we go.
Just where that came from. Thanks so much.
The enemy's reeling.
Complacency is the root of chaos.
Point taken. Stay sharp, everyone. Nothing gets by me.
Burning strike. Glacial spear. Here's evil. Breeze lancer. Hurricane meteor. A whirling struggle.
Flaming meteor.
I'm only getting sorry.
What the fuck just killed me?
Let the marksman handle this. Hurricane strike.
Beast assault.
Radiant pierce.
Resuscitate free.
Will this help?
You picked the wrong fight.
I've still got the
Healing
fight left in me.
crossing. Appreciate the help.
Thunder
with the
blade.
earth.
A chain between heaven and earth.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare demolitor.
Not dead yet.
Thunder blade. A chain between heaven and earth. Ready. Enough ammo. 1,000 gales. Tear you to shreds. Annihilate.
Can't get out of this.
What the?
Oh my god.
Inferno glory.
That just one shots.
Leave the charger
From
to
beyond,
me.
imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitate.
Glacial fire.
Bestow thy
I've still
mystic
got some
mercy.
fight left in me.
Anything in armor is all mine. Allow me to come beyond. Imbue. Now you see what I can do. With life.
Flaming
I'm ready.
meteor.
There we
All
go.
yours, Kisara.
Easy clap.
Now it's just her. Faria, can you hear me? Faria.
She's preparing another summoning.
Well, stop her.
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
Ah. She shot it with her hand
Forgive me.
cannon.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please, can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
Yeah, why couldn't we just punch her
We're
in the
not even
stomach
supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case,
I'll take her off your hands.
you? Avakir, what are you doing here?
Oh, it's this dude.
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't
What?
lying?
Stop saying.
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim.
Stop
Give
talking,
me some
Dohalim.
credit.
Christ.
I'll take Faria. Leave her with me.
Well, I
I know
guess I'm
better
gonna
than to
help
ask
you.
what
Are
you're
you
up
sure
to.
you want to help me? What
But
if I'm a
whatever it is,
scumbag?
I hope it all works out.
Well, I don't know anymore.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear.
Jeez.
But those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
So now what
I'm
are we
glad
doing?
we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her. As well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
I love the fact that it was like, by the way, your livestock has reached maturity. Just FYI.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The
Gotta be
will of
her
Dana's
ancestors.
astral energy.
Whoa. Oh shit, that outfit looks sick.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
What the fuck? Ah! Is that the god we're gonna kill? What? Hello? Well, he's having a tough go.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
Oh, that's gonna be the god we fight. That's the final
An empty
boss.
void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her, it reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No,
I really don't
more
like the
than a
thorn
link.
thing.
Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
Couldn't they call it like
I've
tentacles
never felt
or...
astral energy so powerful.
I don't
What
know.
was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of,
Stop saying thorns.
it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But
Hey,
the will of
Dohalim, why
Dana
didn't you
is
bring
made
your
up of
red
astral
outfit?
energy too,
You
right?
idiot.
And if that's what's been showing us these visions, I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
So I think...
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories
that
we're
an
watching,
AI
there could be
is
truths in
controlling
them
all
I
this
was
shit.
never aware of.
That's who the red girl is.
And
And
I
this
think
is just the plot
they
of
may be
Nier.
the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
We have to attack and dethrone God.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns.
Is this a point of no
As my
return?
own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
The only way is forward.
I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
Did you watch Vision subbed or dubbed? I watched it dubbed. I haven't watched all of it yet, though. I finished... What the fuck is this? Oh. I finished the,
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
I finished the... Shrine Maiden?
Looks like some kind of
something like that?
research facility.
Episode?
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Yeah, I heard the 9th Jedi is the best episode. That and episode 7. But I have not watched them yet.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you
Yeah, the
make head or
trigger
tail
one's
of it?
episode 3.
These
Kinda
are
silly.
experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danan astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure taking the form of a Danan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign.
Oh.
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Course. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait,
What is it? Did you find something?
it's a list of names, with the title Test Subjects, Sovereign.
Yikes.
It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
North America. He's from North America,
They
chat.
re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA.
North
Unique
America.
adjustment index generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Oh.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
I hope he doesn't come back somehow.
But what about the winners of the crown contest? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The AI. That's what I'm
The
telling
Red
you.
Woman?
Yes.
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme.
No, she's just the AI.
She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
I bet she's working for Doc. I bet
Either
Doc
way,
is the master
it's
man
fair to say
behind
she's
all of this.
definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be
Where's the
able to
Renan
read through
homeworld?
it all, but you're welcome to take a look
It's the
through
big
what you
planet
can
in the sky.
while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Oh, Christ. I'm just going to read all this chat. I'm not reading it out loud. Okay. Huh. Okay. All right. Is there... Oh, okay. Yeah, he was crazy. All right. So we still don't know like why all of this has to happen. And I think that's probably going to be the next big reveal. Oh, there's more terminals back there? I'll go back here in a second. I don't know if I want to eat some grape gel. There's 5 total terminals. Well, I found 4 or 3. Where are the other ones? Oh, on the other side. I thought I couldn't get over here. Oh. Okay. Oh, this is what they shot at the... Yeah. Okay. Oh, here's the mask. Okay. All right. I mean, that didn't really have any like big reveals there. So I suppose they're still going to come. But we do kind of understand the point of this place, but we don't understand why they're doing it yet. Uh-oh, flashback time.
Naori, I...
Don't talk.
Well, it's not that he wore the mask. She put the mask on him.
That I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open
See?
your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Renan never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%?
Oh, we're a 1%er.
Worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system.
It's fine. It worked out, though.
But...
Oh, shit, my controller's shook.
Back. Lenegis will be nothing but ashes. And this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen.
Don't worry, we did. We 1%ed the fuck out of that.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
No shit.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
It's
Even with
different game.
Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
I thought we knew all this. Like, why is this a revelation?
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Where are we going now? Well, that's a boss room. What? It's not? They just put that room there for symmetry. This looks very bad. What the fuck?
This place. We've seen
Oh,
this
this
in one
is
of
the room.
Naori's memories.
Of course.
The spirit altar, or whatever the fuck. Spirit summoning room.
After 300 years, this is where it was held.
I was going to say
The
3,000
spirit
years.
channeling ceremony.
Thought we were going to get a Rita Repulsa moment.
This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen.
Yeah,
but
why
there'll
does
be
it look
time
so
to dwell on
creepy?
the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
That's not good. Or maybe that is good?
Naori? What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will
Did
again?
she record a secret message?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
You think she could see the future?
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told.
Yeah, that's a fucked up
As
thing.
sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Okay.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees.
What if she's the bad guy?
Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
So wait, how did she pass? How did she pass the thorns down? Genetically?
Naori.
Because she sealed it inside of her or some shit? Is that what
That
she said?
message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danon voice speaking through her?
Uh-oh. It's time for another vision. Hey, we got some outfits.
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3
Kind of
centuries
fucks with
ago.
our red thing, though.
So you're saying this is the maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Big if true.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
There's been a distinct
possible?
lack of bad
You
guys.
really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if
Are you
you
saying
weren't
we
over the
found
moon about
hope?
it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still
In a
save the
hopeless
world
place?
at the same time.
Take it away, Rihanna.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Oh, we gotta go kill the other 4
Yeah,
elements.
we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renin lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori.
All right, so now we're gonna get like the red lady like hanging out behind the scenes, pulling some strings.
So Naori sealed
Nope, we're gonna
away
get a
the
skit.
power that made me lose control.
We're gonna
of
get a
myself.
recap of everything
She
that just
stopped
happened.
my rampage and saved my life. But then that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it. and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories.
Is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends.
I love this game, but man, the redundant dialogue kills me sometimes. I mean, it wouldn't be a JRPG without it.
Embracing everyone. All the normal things.
Remember that scene that happened 30 seconds ago?
I always wished I could experience them for myself and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead. And it's for my sake. So I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
We did it. What is this? The latest maiden. God damn. I need that CP restoration when full. Ooh, that's also good. Ooh, that's all. What is, those are all great. What do I get that for? Mystic Crust. And uncover the ultimate ingredient. I need to meet some more owls. Let me get owl up in this bitch. Great. The Soldel Arthelus, a sword given the chosen sovereign that draws out. Oh. 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 God damn, look at that. Why the fuck did I even buy this weapon? You fucking game. Wait a minute. Can I change the hair? Well, that looks pretty dope. Kind of fucks with our armor here, though. Is that everyone? All right, we look pretty sick. Let's go Samurai Knot. He looks cool now. The woman with no walls. It's just the red
Sounds
woman?
like this Naori chick had quite the big
Oh.
heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori
I don't know
who
what that
first
means,
showed me
Shroud.
that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that,
Oh, I just saw what you said,
but she
Metal Gear.
willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
Oh, there's owls?
She's kind of like
On
a
this
lodestar
planet?
guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Wait, on Lenegis? Where does that go?